Check out the First Man Men's Lifestyle Supplement by using the links below. Okay guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be talking about how women exist to make men better. Now, I know how that sounds, okay, and there's women out there that obviously have their own lives, their own goals and whatever, and they believe they don't exist to make men better, right? Of course they will. And they do have their own shit going on. I'm not saying that that's their sole purpose. But on a very subconscious level, without realizing it, women are constantly making men better. You've got to think, if she's 25 years old, she looks beautiful, some guy's trying to, let's say 21 years old, some 21-year-old guy is trying to approach her, and she's just like, no, go away. You're not rich enough for me. You're not, I prefer muscular guys. You're too low level for me. You're not where I want you to be yet. They might just say no, but, you know, they're hinting towards these sort of things. And you hear all these women on socials now talking about how I need a guy who's at this level. You know, I need him to be 6 foot with 7 figures and a 7-inch dick. Like, all this shit, right, gets thrown out there. And it's annoying for the average guy because you'll think to yourself, why are these standards so high now? But I made a video recently about how men should stop bitching about like the female privilege. Women have got the luxury of being beautiful young, having to do nothing about it, holding the value and whatever. And we should see this kind of mentality that women have got of, you're not good enough, you're not good enough, I'm going to reject you. We should see that as a blessing, because if it was easy and they were just like, hey, come sleep with me, you know, as in like porn and masturbation is, where guys are just watching porn and masturbating all the time, and then they become lazy, they don't get anything done, they don't improve on themselves, you know, because it's almost like they're getting the reward that they require. If women were doing the same thing when they were just like, hi, nice to meet you, sex, yeah, sure, come on, that's fine. You know, if you had that option as a man, would you do 99% of the things that you do? I know for a fact that I improve on all areas as like a holistic thing, because I want a better life, I want to be free, I know what it's like to be in a 9-to-5 job, you know, I just want to look better, I want to be healthy and all this different stuff, right? But a large majority of why men improve, and that core reason, is because of women. You want sex, you want to be the man, you want mating rights, you want access to pussy, right? All this sort of stuff. And it's not nice, it's not a nice feeling to be like, I like that woman over there, but there's no chance I can get her. So many guys go to the gym in order to look better, to attract women. They'll say, oh, health and stuff like that. Let's be honest, guys. Most of us are going to the gym to get women. Most of us are trying to make more money to have a better life. Of course, it's a byproduct, but also because you can add women in there as well, right? And it's like, it's not your main reason, but it's definitely your biggest motivating factor for a lot of men. Just because of testosterone, sex drive, just horniness in general. And it drives you like nothing else can. It's that sexual energy. And by getting rejected, by getting told you're not good enough, by getting your heart broken, by getting dumped and all this other shit, it makes you better. And by these women having value early on and parading that around like it's some gift that they've earned, and it makes us kind of angry and resentful, and I'm going to get you back, I'm going to go to the gym, it's going to be payback. Like, women are literally existing to make men better. That's literally their whole purpose, to kind of antagonize us, to poke the bear. And be, like, this is what, they don't realize they're doing this subconsciously. They're testing us all the time. You know, when they're giving those shit tests and whatever, when women are saying, oh, you know, he's a good looking guy, and they're testing you and they're getting in your head and whatever. Like, it's a constant thing to make us better. Like, the human race would fail if men weren't strong. And women don't realize their role, because I think a lot of them are quite arrogant and they probably don't want to believe it. But the female role is to make men better. If you look at everything, the way that society's built, etc., women are like, oh, you've got potential, great, I'll earmark you. If you get to a certain level, you get access to this vagina. You know, it's just like that all the time. I only sleep with high-level guys. Like, you hear all this shit. There's like, we're the prize waiting at the top for you. If you can reach us, you know, do it. And they're thinking, oh, it's for a personal level because I've got high standards. I believe there's something in women's brains that is built in to make us better, to test us, to challenge us, to, you know, see what we're all about. Like, can you make this much money? Can you get to this level in life? What's your status? Like, all these things are in place. Can you get in decent shape? Can you have decent assets? Can you like get to a point where you can go on holiday regularly? Like, women are demanding these things in this era, and they're constantly going higher with it. I want a guy who's 7 foot tall with a 12-inch penis. Like, they're constantly like going higher and higher. And us as men, I know there's things you can't change, like height and penis length, whatever. But guys are like pushing forward on all fronts to match these new standards. And I truly believe you should see it as a gift. I truly believe that, guys. So as much as we'll sit there and be like, this is annoying, I can't get this woman. This is annoying, she's a bitch. She rejected me. I just had my heart broken. Do you know what that does for a man, though? It makes you into a monster, because you arrive at the gym the next morning, you change your diet overnight because you're like, I'm fed up with being puffy. You quit alcohol overnight. You start changing your habits. Your alarm clocks get set to 5 a.m. and you're like, I'm going to show this bitch. Use it. It's a good thing. Okay? That's women's entire purpose. Understand that, is to make us better. They're driving us forward. They're challenging us. They're testing us all the time. Can you catch me? I'm going to keep going higher. And it drives us higher. Like, I saw a video recently of people had like these things in their hand. They were like sticking them against the wall. And they were running and jumping and seeing how high they could get it. And these two guys started to compete with each other. And each time one of them went higher, the other one went higher. And it was like, so why didn't you go as high as that the first time? But it's because there's a different target. So as soon as there's a target that's higher, we keep aiming higher. It's like with the 4-minute mile. Like, nobody could do it. Once Roger Bannister did it, now you've got 16-year-old high school girls doing it, right? So once somebody's done something, you've got a target to aim for, and it becomes, once you can see it, once you can visualize it, once you're getting pushed to a certain level and whatnot, happens in sports when one team gets good, the other one gets good, and then they become competitors. Happens in boxing, MMA, whatever, like they push each other further and further. And you end up training harder because you're like, I have to in order to get to that guy's level and whatnot, or that team's level. And it's the same in life. Like, these girls are testing us all as men. We're now competing with each other. We're getting better. We're rising up to different levels, and we're reaching levels that we never thought we could before. Like, it's improving us. And it's not just improving us so that we can get more women. It's just making us better men. Like, women exist to make men better. Because they need us to run society. They need us to protect, to serve, to provide, we're the leaders, you know what I mean? Without us, society pretty much crumbles. It would be a shit show. Like, men are the ones inventing things, solving problems, Who's getting us to Mars? It's Elon Musk and his team. I guarantee that team has more men in it than women. They might hire them because of what's going on in the modern era, but I imagine more of the like main guys who are doing this are the men. Like, Elon Musk is the one funding it, pushing everything forward. That's how it revolves, okay? We're the ones who are getting pushed by them. So when people say equality and pay gap, well, yeah, but it's very much because women are pushing us. Women are like saying, we need equality. The pay gap's too big. Well, stop being so sexy, because you're literally pushing us to become better. Like, I don't think women have that same drive. I don't think women are sat there going, I really want to bang that guy. I'm going to go and buy a Ferrari so he notices me. It's not going to be the same way, right? So as a man, you're constantly trying to come up with new ideas and new ways to stand out and reach the top and be a better individual. And like I said, it's not just getting women, it builds better character. It makes you stronger. It builds more experience, all these different elements along the way. And then when you get to that higher level, you're in a better position to raise kids and then show them, the ways of the world and how they should be living, and here's what you should do, and here's how to live properly, and all this sort of stuff. Like, you're learning as you go on, because that sexual energy is forcing you to become better. Check out the First Man Men's Lifestyle Supplement by using the links below.